are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. No Spice gotta come to the front of the congregation because Cardi B fans are insinuating that she was copying Cardi B at the Video Music Awards. They are saying that she wore a similar dress to Cardi B that Cardi B had worn, I think, last year. A fan said cheap and expensive, which is a lyric from one of Cardi B's songs. I forgot the name of it. But Cardi B also said in Imaginary Players that, she be outdressing the girls when it comes to fashion, and she's been on the cover of Vogue. So she has talked about being these girls' basically role model or inspiration. So let me know how y'all feel about it. In my opinion, I don't really feel like this is really copying, because I feel like Ice Spice, she doesn't distinctively try to look like Cardi B. I don't think any female rapper really wants to look like Cardi B, because she's one of the ugliest ones. If we're talking about face card, her face card is not given like Ice Spice, Sweetie, Nicki, JT, Scratch Off. Everybody got a good face card except for Gorilla Glue and Cardi B. Okay, they have the worst ones. I don't think the girls are really copying her like that. I think that's all in her head because she's very much delusional. Okay, but this is Ice Spice's fault. She should have ignored Cardi B last year when Cardi B was trying to bait her, or actually did bait her, and told her to post that photo when they were going back and forth on social media. She should have ignored Cardi B, because now the Cardi B fans, they be trying to drag Ice Spice every chance they get. Now, Cardi B was spotted at the Video Music Awards after party because, she was nowhere to be found during the awards show. But she was at the after party and her stomach was out. Okay? The bump was out, whether Cardi B fans want to admit it or not. She definitely looks pregnant. And, I don't know why she just won't admit that she is. I understand she's going through divorce. But whether you wait now or later, the reaction is going to be the reaction. Okay? I think she just don't want people trolling her and asking her who the father is, because it probably do a little bit overlap. I mean, you just got with Stefon Diddy and now you're pregnant. So it will look suspicious and people probably will drag her. But you might as well get dragged now, okay? Because in a few months, you still gonna get dragged. So it just doesn't make any sense. Now, congratulations to Big Doja, not the little one. She was named Best Dress on Vogue for her wonderful fashion statement she made at the Video Music Awards, okay? And I completely agree. I said that on X, that I thought she looked amazing at the Video Music Awards. She really killed it. I feel like with Doja Cat, when she does this type of look and she has the wigs and the cute dresses or outfits, she looks amazing. There was times during the Scarlet era where she looked a hot stinking ass mess. So this is definitely a sign of relief. And Doja Cat is out promoting. Okay, she was outside, I think in New York, giving out roses. Let me know if y'all got one. Okay, she was outside giving out roses to the fans. Allegedly, her team is working to get her a #1 album. Now, moving on to Scratch Off and No Spice. Allegedly, they are working on a remix for their collaboration that they recently put out. Unfortunately, the collaboration ain't doing too well on the charts, but if they gather other female rappers to hop on the remix, they could possibly get a hit. Now, a lot of fans want Gorilla Glue to hop on the remix. Some people are saying Cardi. I don't think Cardi B will do it since she got an album coming out. Who should be on the remix with Ice Spice and Scratch Off, okay, for their new collaboration? I don't even know if any of the female rappers besides maybe a Cardi B would sound good on the remix. I can't really see D0JA hopping on it or Megan hopping on this type of record. I think Gorilla Glue, she might hop on it, but I don't feel like a remix is needed. I don't feel like this collaboration was needed. I feel like if you guys were flopping as solo artists and y'all flop when you guys collaborate, maybe the music is trash. Maybe that could be the reason and y'all should just retire. Now, moving on from that, it has been reported that allegedly Megan Thee Stallion is not letting up. She taking everybody and everything to court. Okay? It has been reported that Joe Budden and King Kylie, aka Kylie Jenner, could potentially be called as witnesses in the Megan Thee Stallion's upcoming defamation trial against blogger Milagro. What? She calling Kylie? What does Kylie have to do with anything? Kylie probably don't even know who Milagro is. Now, if it was Perez Hilton, maybe. But I don't think she knows who Milagro is. She probably only knows the Shade Room and a few other big mainstream black blogs. And what does Joe Budden got to do with this too? I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, she might have a case in regards to Milagro posting certain things, but I just don't feel like it was really hard body harassment. I think she is trying to shut up bloggers. She don't want them to say anything negative about her. This is a chess move to get the blogs from, not saying anything negative about her. Unfortunately, it would not work over here because, freedom of speech. But I get it. She feel like Milagro was close to Tory. That's why she really coming after her. And I'm starting to really think, and it's no shade, I think she was in love with Tory Lanez. I hate to break it to you hotties, but I think she was in love with Tory because I just feel like, why would you want your name constantly attached to this man and he shot you in the foot, allegedly? If a man shot you in the foot, why would you want your name constantly attached to him? Wouldn't you want to just move on? But you don't really want to move on. You still holding on to hope, okay? That, maybe while he's in prison, he'll confess his love for you. I think that's what she really wants. Because ain't no way you dragging everybody and their mama in this lawsuit and half of these people don't have nothing to do with what you and Milagro got going on. Okay? You in love, and just admit that. Now, moving on to Cardi B, it has been reported that allegedly Cardi B's new album, Am I Ugly, has already sold 100,000 in per sales. That's what Cardi B fans are saying. They're saying that she has sold around 60 to 100,000 in per sales. And that's not all, that she will be doing 250 to 295,000 first week, surpassing Pink Friday 2. That's what they're saying. Based on, all the box merch that she has sold, all the CDs and stuff that she has sold. She was on the street begging like a homeless person. The internet was gagging over it. So that has gotten her to 100K in per sales, and they believe that she'd be able to do 150,000 more. Okay, once the album officially comes out and people stream it. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing. I don't know where these numbers are coming from, but I thought the box sets were limited, meaning that, it's not like 20 to 50,000 of them for them to be selling that much. But she has put a lot of different box sets out. She has put out, I think, like 7 different versions. And the reason for that is because she's trying to surpass Pink Friday 2, even though the last 2 singles that she has dropped have flopped. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And do you guys think that Cardi B will be selling 100K in per sales for her album, Am I Desperate? Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Off the Cheat is receiving 50,000 lashings. He was trolling Stefon Diddy on social media because I guess Stefon Diddy and the Patriots did not have a good game. And the new NFL season just started. And Off the Cheat posted a picture of himself and said trash. A lot of fans believe that this is shade towards Stefon Diddy. Here's my thing with Off the Cheat. You got to move on, bro. Okay, I get it, but Cardi B's pregnant with that man's baby. You got to move on. You cheated throughout the whole relationship. I don't even like Cardi B, but the fact that you still trolling and dissing just doesn't make logical sense when you could have just treated her right. I don't get it. Like, you didn't really want Cardi B, in my opinion, because you done slept with so many other women, Crenshawn, Ari Flexer, you know, the girls that got the bottles thrown at them, different Instagram thoughts. Allegedly, you had a baby with somebody else last year. Like, you gotta move on, bro. Now, it has been reported that the king of hip-hop, Kendrick Lamar, the princess of pop, Sabrina, Katy Perry's replacement, Dua Lipa, Shakira's replacement, Karol G, are all being considered to headline Coachella. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a lit Coachella if they headline it. We could replace Dua Lipa though. I mean, she's a chop right now. I mean, we could replace her with somebody else. No shade. I think they should call up Doja Cat again. But we don't need Dua Lipa to headline anything, to be quite honest, not anymore. But the point of the matter is, this is a good headline list. Okay? We got the king of rap headlining Coachella after headlining the Super Bowl. That's gonna be litty. Okay? Let me know if these 4 people headline, are you guys going? Okay? Sabrina and Kung Fu Kenny alone is gonna sell out. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? Karol G coming is gonna sell out. Dua Lipa doesn't really need to be there. I'm sure they can find somebody else. No shade. Now, speaking of the princess of pop, Sabrina Carpenter earns the biggest opening week of her career in the U.S. with A Man's Best Friend, selling 366,000 units first week. She has surpassed Short and Sweet, which sold 362,000 first week. Okay, so congratulations to Sabrina. Y'all was hating, so I don't want to see y'all complimenting the album in the comments. Y'all was hating on Princess Sabrina last week when the album came out. Y'all said it was trash. I saw some of y'all saying that on X. I gave it a solid, what did I give it? A 7 or 8 out of 10. And I liked a few records. I still like a few records. I'm still listening to the album because we support the princess of pop over here. Even though I do think that some of the sales were payola, we still support the princess of pop because she is very talented. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, fans are calling out Ayra Starr. She put out her fire music video for her new single, Hot Body, which is fire. I like that song. Definitely one of the records of the year, in my opinion. But a lot of fans are saying that she was copying Rihanna and Aaliyah. Okay, it definitely was giving Rock the Boat a little bit of RECRÜIT in it. Music in the Sun, Island Things. Let me know how y'all. I feel like Tyla and Ayra Starr, they both are influenced by RECRÜIT. Okay, they both want to take that spot. I don't care what nobody says. They want to take that RECRÜIT spot. There's a lane for a Rihanna wannabe. Okay, that lane hasn't been took yet, but they want to take it. Ayra Starr, I definitely think she has the talent. But I think Tyla and Ayra Starr don't have the personality to replace RECRÜIT. Rihanna was a character at one moment in time. Before she became a billionaire, she used to shade all the R&B singers. She used to beef with all the R&B singers and all the girls that slept with Chris Brown when she still was in love with him. She used to be a character, okay, very entertaining. But now she's a bore because obviously she has children. She got a $1 billion company. So she doesn't have time for the shenanigans. But Tyla and Ayra Starr don't have that personality. She was beefing with Tiana Taylor, Ciara, TLC, throwing shade at Queen B at one moment in time. She came after Karrueche. Like, Ayra Starr and Tyla, they can't do what Rihanna was doing back in the day. They would get dragged. They would get canceled. Okay, people are sensitive nowadays, but that's what kind of elevated Rihanna, was her personality and the fact that she was the clapback queen. So I don't think they have the personality to replace the queen of makeup. Now, moving on to Justin Bieber, Swag 2 has earned 34.65 million streams on its first day of release on KኣይŁIЄ. The deluxe tracks accounted for 23.2 million streams. Here's my thing. I feel like Justin Bieber, he fell off. Okay, I don't know if it was because of Hailey. I don't know if it's because he looks terrible and like he's strung out on substances, or the fact that he wants to be black. But the point of the matter is he has completely fallen off. Nobody's talking about your album and you just put it out. You put out album like a month ago. Nobody's talking about that album. You put out deluxe and definitely nobody's talking about it. Maybe it's time for you to retire. I think Justin needs to hang it up. I think there's more talented white pop stars that we could be focusing on, aka Harry Styles, who is, in my opinion, a little bit more talented than Justin Bieber. And then on top of that, he's not a clout chaser. He doesn't do the antics. He doesn't try to pretend like he's black. I think Harry Styles overall is a better artist than Justin. And in my opinion, I think that we need to focus on Harry Styles' era instead of Justin's era. That's why nobody cares about this album. Now, I'm not saying the album was trash. I don't think the album was trash, but I just feel as though he just don't got it anymore. Okay, he's not in his prime anymore, and I think people are over him. People are over Hailey, and the only thing that could save his career is if he divorced Hailey. That's the only thing I think that would give him, some clout, but people don't care. Moving on from that, it looks like GloRilla and Sexyy Red started trolling Young Thug together. Sexyy Red posted with Gorilla Glue at the Video Music Awards saying, breaking news, Young Thug and Brianna, aka Brisky, made up. Okay, now I guess she calling herself, Sexyy Red calling herself Young Thug, because wasn't she getting compared to Young Thug? I don't think she looked like Young Thug, but anyway, she was getting compared to Young Thug, and that's why she posted this, okay? Now, allegedly, they got another collaboration in the stash, too. So let me know how y'all feel about that, if you guys would be here for a collaboration. I would be okay if they didn't. I think a lot of these girls need to stand on their own. And one thing I respect about Sexyy Red is, like, she don't like pick sides. She cool with everybody. I think she's pretty much cool with everybody except for probably Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think Megan likes her because of the Bigfoot situation. But other than that, I think she pretty much cool with everybody. And I like that she cool with GloRilla, the D0JAs, the JTs, the Ice Spices. Like, she don't really pick a side. She cool with Nicki. And, I feel like that's why I don't think her career is going to last. But I think that she's going to have more longevity than other female rappers. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Scooter Braun and Sydney Sweetie. And also who took out Tamar Braxton, Liam Nielsen, and Pamela Anderson on Patreon. Link will be in the description. I hope you have a great day.